Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you the Prime Ministers of Australia, and here is it.
Where are you?
I am at the Botanical Gardens of Ballarat.
Okay.
And without further ado, let's start. So the first one is Edmund Barton, and he was the Prime Minister since 1901 to 1903. And the second one is Alfred Deakin. He was a member for Ballarat, and he was the Prime Minister from 1903 to 4, 1905 to 8, and 1909 to 10. The next one is John Christian Watson. He was the Prime Minister in 1904. And this is George Houston Reid, and he was the Prime Minister from 1904 to 5. This one is Joseph Cook, and he was the Prime Minister from 1913 to 1914. This one is Andrew Fisher, and he was the Prime Minister from 1908 to 9, 1910 to 13, 1914 to 15. This one is William Morris Hutchins, and he was the Prime Minister from 1915 to 1923. This one is Stanley Melbourne Bruce, and he was the Prime Minister from 1923 to 29. This one is James Henry Scullin, and he was born in Trawalla, and he was the Prime Minister from 1929 to 1932. This one is Joseph Aloysius Lyons, and he was the Prime Minister from 1932 to 1939. This one is Epel Christmas Crafton Pace, and he was the Prime Minister in 1939. This one is Sir Robert Gordon Menzies, and he was the Prime Minister from 1939 to 41. And he was also the Prime Minister from 1949 to 66. This one is Arthur William Fadden, and he was the Prime Minister in 1941. This one is John Curtis, and he was born in Creswick. He was the Prime Minister from 1941 to 45. This one is Francis Michael Ford, and he was the Prime Minister from 6th to 18th of July 1945. This one is Joseph Benedict Chiefley, and he was the Prime Minister from 1945 to 49. And this one is Harold Edward Holt, and he was the Prime Minister from 1966 to 1967. This one is John McEwen, and he was the Prime Minister from 19th December 1967 to 10th January 1968. This one is John Craig Corton, and he was the Prime Minister from 1968 to 71. This one is William McMahon, and he was the Prime Minister from 1971 to 1972, and Bangladesh actually got the independence from 1971. This one is Edward Couch Whitlam, and he was the Prime Minister from 5th December 1972 to 11th November 1975. This one was John Malcolm Fraser, and he was Prime Minister from 1975 to 1983. This one is Hobart James Lee Hawke, and he was the Prime Minister from 1983 to 1991. This one is Paul John Keating, and he was Prime Minister from 1991 to 1996. This one is John Winston Howard, and he was Prime Minister from 1996 to 2007. This one is Kevin Michael Ridd, and he was Prime Minister from 2007 to 2010, 27 June to 18 September 2013. This one is Julia Aileen Gillard, and she was Prime Minister from 2010 to 2013. This one is Anthony John Abbott, and he was Prime Minister from 2013 to 2015. This is the last one, and it is Malcolm Bleach Turnbull, and he was Prime Minister from 2015 to 2018. Hope you enjoyed the video of the Prime Ministers of Australia. Knowing the Prime Ministers of Australia is a good thing. And see you in my next video. But before that, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and smash that bell button. So see you later. Bye.
No, after that now.